everybody, it's the Righteous One. It's Billy from the band Fear to Stop. Over there playing at her computers, the Righteous Daughter. Thing over here, Jamie. What?
Hiding myself.
You're what with yourself?
Hiding myself.
You can go hiding yourself. I was gonna say you can go blind from that. Alright, and holding the camera is the always lovely, dreaded wife of mine. What's up, Dana?
Nothing.
Well, you know the drill. Today is October the 29th. That's the day of us doing this. So guess what that means, gang? Spooktober! I got some spooky caught in my throat there for a moment. So yeah, so we got 2 more days before Halloween. That is right, guys. 2 more days for Halloween. So she got her costume. What are you going as, Jamie? Vampire. Oh, so last year you were a bat. This year you're a vampire. Okay, you see, you transformed in 1 year.
Yeah.
You see, you get the thing. You transformed in a single year. You grew as a person. You went from a little beep 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 to I go. How's a fucking Dracula vampire? I'm going to talk your what? Ha. Oh, speaking of which, Simpsons is doing everything wrong with Bram Stoker's Dracula. You know, the one in '92 with Keanu Reeves. We had that stupid hair. Yeah.
You know, they should just be like everything wrong with it, and it'd be like 2 seconds long. Everything.
They just showed a movie poster, have a little thing, drops my ding. You know, but there's one decent thing about that movie. It didn't go on forever. No, but seriously, I like the opening. You know, where it showed Vlad the Impaler. He went out to go fight the Crusades and stuff because he was a Jesus man at the time, and he was engaged or whatever. And on the way back, they're supposed to put up a flag that shows, you know, if it was a white flag, that means he died, or if it was like a black flag like Henry Rollins, that means he won, or something like that. And he put up the wrong flag, and his fiance is like, "Oh my darling," and she just like kills suicide. She just eats herself off a cliff and stuff. So he comes home expecting to get some poon and a feast. Well, he gets his feast, but like, where was my darling? And then like, oh, sire, she killed herself. Like that. You know, and he's like, he sees like her dead body. He's like, blah blah blah, oh, fuck you, like that, and like he turns against.
Italian?
I don't know what he is. He's like Transylvanian. What's a Castlevanian? Like that. So he just like he turns himself against God. He's like, I curse you, like that. And you see like the Jesus statue all crying blood and everything, and the statues are like having like I almost said asphyxiation. What's that when they bleed? Stigmata of the eyes and everything, like that. That part was cool because I was like, okay, you know, I can get down with that. You know, that's an interesting movie. You know, a guy is like a holy man, and then something happens, and he turns. And it says, you know, it would take somebody of pure faith to defeat Dracula. And if you look at a lot of literature, I'm not talking about the Bram Stoker book. I'm talking about just Dracula in general. A lot of times, it's, you know, evil versus, you know, good versus evil, obviously, but against the righteous. I don't mean like me, but I mean like the pious, I should say. That's why you always fear the cross. Why did I actually do that with my hands? Why you fear the cross, you know, and like, like that, you know, every time you show the cross. I know the funny part is that infamous scene from the 1932, Jamie? That Dracula?
Yeah.
Where he's like doing like that. It's like a famous thing. It's really because there was a lamp right there, and the old dude didn't want to blind himself. And I'm not playing. God, what was his name? I forgot his name. The dude that played Dracula in the old Bela Lugosi?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bela Lugosi did, like came on, and there was a lamp right there, so he actually shielded his face. Somehow that mistake actually made it into the movie thanks to some dubious editing, and that's funny. That became the, you know, signature, you know, Dracula Fortnite pose and all this stuff. You know, like they do the dance.
Stop! Oh my God! Stop!
Hey, I'm trying to be hip and with it.
Stop.
Hammer time. Oh.
You sound like our upstairs neighbors that just moved out.
Every time you see me, the hammer is so hype. I walk on the floor when I'm magic at the mic, fool. Anyway. Oh, I forgot I'm doing a video. Anyway, she's embarrassed now. It's MC Hammer, can't touch this. Forgot how it went. I've had a couple strokes since the 90s, so it's not like I can actually rap anymore. Or less. Anyway, what was I saying? Bram Stoker's Dracula. Alright. So I'm looking at the first part of the movie, I'm thinking this is going to be pretty good. Then you flash forward to the 1800s. And this is where the movie just goes complete off the rails. Man, I also mentioned that we're 10 minutes into the movie. Keep that in mind. They show Dracula, played by Gary Oldman. And he's got the most ridiculous hair to the...
It looks like a monkey's booty.
It looks like a monkey's booty mixed with Lizzo. It's weird. And mixed with, not Lizzo. What's the other person? The one that's got the funky hair. She's in the same... Anyway, it don't matter. But that's what he looks all sorts of thrown off. I mean, if you've ever seen the movie, he literally looks like he has a pair of gray ash cheeks vertical on his head. It's like that. And I don't know who the hell came up with that one, because that look wasn't even popular either in the 1400s or the 1800s. Or the 1992 when the movie came out. But he's okay. He's actually he probably actually has the best performance in the whole movie. Says a lot. Why do I say that, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, fool. Keanu Reeves is the protagonist of the story. This is pre-Matrix Keanu Reeves. Okay? Actually, this is pre being able to act Keanu Reeves. This is Keanu Reeves back when he was used to being, dude! That's all he could do. Well, you know what? He kind of had the same thing in this movie. He played in the original movie, he was a guy that was originally going to go against Dracula, but he failed and got hypnotized or something, became one of Dracula's bitches.
So, what's
Stephen Hawking or Jonathan Harking or what's his name?
What?
The guy who was in the protagonist, but except he didn't win. He turned into...
What's his name?
Oh, not Rensfield. Rensfield was... No. Yeah, he was the guy who went against him. The guy who ended up winning. Anyway, that was him. But in the 92 version, name was Jonathan something.
What the?
Yeah, look it up. It's like Harking or Hawking or... I said Stephen Hawking. Anyway.
That's why I was like, what are
Doesn't
you
matter.
talking about?
So this dude is like, seriously, I don't know what the hell was up with Keanu Reeves' acting in this movie. I don't know what was up with the writing in this movie. But what I don't like even more so, is I saw this movie with my father. It's the aesthetic of the movie. This was, I can't remember Francis Ford Coppola did this movie. I almost said Martin Scorsese. That would have been an interesting movie. Can you imagine that Martin Scorsese? No, scratch that. Imagine if Quentin Tarantino made a Dracula movie.
Oh my god, that'd be weird.
They show a close-up of what's-her-name's feet. Although since it was Winona Ryder in the 92 version. Anyway, doesn't matter. Winona Ryder. She plays Jonathan's girlfriend in this movie. And actually, to be honest, the whole reason why I saw that movie is I was obsessed with Winona Ryder back in the day. This is pre-shoplifting Winona Ryder. Okay? When she still had her hair short, except not this movie. And she was cute as a fucking button. Winona Ryder. Alright? So, I saw this movie to come see her, basically. I was 14, guys. Alright? So, sue me. Anyway, so, she's in it. Actually, you know what? Screw Gary Oldman. I think her and Gary Oldman have more chemistry than her and Keanu Reeves. Which is funny, because spoiler alert for a 30-year-old movie, turns out she's the reincarnation of Dracula's wife. Or fiance. So, just kind of letting that known out there.
Kind of like the original Mummy.
Yeah. Oh my god, they sure did. They mixed the plot of the Mummy with the plot of Dracula and made a movie out of it. And put Keanu Reeves as the main character. You know what made it funnier? Is It's the fact that the movie was actually slightly worse than Plan 9 from Outer Space. They're really just mixing that shit together. And then it comes Renfield. Now, Renfield was a very bizarre addition to this. Well, I mean, he was in the 1932 version, but this is a different guy playing it. I'm going to explain who in a minute. He was actually legit creepy. I don't know. He was like a loony. He was in this one. He was already loony. He was already in the loony bin. And he was played by Tom Waits. So if you've ever wanted to see Tom Waits in a straitjacket eat a mouse, this is the movie for you guys. I'm a Dracula. I mean, and if you're like wondering, thinking like, why am I doing Cookie Monster? No, if you're not familiar with Tom Waits, you need to look him up. First of all, the guy's cool as shit. All right, he's a cool dude. Very interesting songwriter with a very interesting voice. When I say interesting, he's not a crooner. I mean, he croons, but he's not like a, you know, some enchanted evening, you know, like that type of voice. Tom Waits saying, some enchanted evening. You know, I'm serious, guys. That's what he sounds. He legit. He's got a song called "God's Away on Business," and the chorus is like, "God's away, God's away, God's away on business, business. Raw, got another fucker in the boiler room." Seriously, look up the song. That's how it goes. Lung tissue. So yeah, he's in there, and I'd probably say he's probably the one that comes off the most sane in the movie, even though he's completely off his fucking gourd. I don't know how I got on this movie, but yeah. So anyway, long story short, the movie blew. The acting was horrible, and the fact that I was able to describe in detail the first parts of the movie and the end of it, basically, she acts like she's gonna give in to him. I think he lets her bite him. I mean, it lets him bite her, and then like it's a trap, and he gets like, exposed to sunlight and melts like a bitch. But I remember nothing about the middle. Literally nothing about the middle, except there's a part where Jonathan, aka Keanu Reeves, is like in a Dracula's room or something. Like there's all these like ghost women floating around with like succubuses and stuff, and they're floating around him and stuff. And I think they're quote unquote seducing him while chanting and stuff. But it looks so freaking ridiculous. It looks like looked like somebody took Casper, Slimer, what's the other dude? The other ghost. Ghost. I don't know. Name any any children's movie or cartoon ghost you can think of. It looked like they took all of them except their people. Looked like they got a couple of people from Hocus Pocus in there too. And it's like, it's so ridiculous. At that movie, my dad turned to me, he's like, son, do you like this movie? And I just looked at him and goes, I'm still waiting to see Winona Ryder. And Dad goes, son, I'd rather wait for Winona Judd than sit any longer. She was a country singer, Jamie, in case it wasn't Winona Judd. She was kind of like a bigger woman back in '92. So, anyway, and she sang in a country group called the Judds. It was just her and her mom. But that's all I remember about them. Anyway, so I'm gonna watch a video later on where makes fun of it, but that was pretty fucking bad. Her and I'm gonna watch it because she's Dracula obsessed, and actually horror movies, like old horror movies in general. How long did we make into the movie when you made me turn it off?
Maybe like 10 minutes.
Oh, you missed the good parts of the movie. I did air quotes there. I know you saw Tom Waits eat the mouse. I know you saw. Actually, I think he just ate the head. He was like Ozzy, although somehow stranger. What's the worst horror movie you've ever seen, Jay? Since we're almost the Halloween. And I mean actual horror movie. No, Goosebumps don't count.
I know. The recent Mummy. The 2017 Mummy.
Was it worse than the Brendan Fraser version?
I never saw that version, so I can't say.
It's the one with Tom Cruise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. How bad?
really bad. The editing's terrible.
Like in what way?
Like it's cheap. It does not look like it. Let's just say the effects are still much worse than Avatar. 2017, 2010.
2007 actually is when Avatar came out, isn't it?
No, it came out in
That's
2010. It either came out in 2010 or 2011, something like that.
2010. Because I remember when I turned 10 years old, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's 10."
That movie's not. You know what? Real talk.
The movie's not interesting at all. I can't remember anything about it. All I remember is like people being blue and crap.
You know, the only thing, and even the special effects have dated now.
Well,
Not that bad, but they dated, and that's all the movie had going for it. The only thing I remember about the movie is Sigourney Weaver's in it, and
Isn't Rosario Dawson in it too?
I didn't know. You just taught me something. Actually, I think she is, and Sam Worthington. But I remember Sigourney Weaver being a big thing because that's the first time her and James Cameron have been reunited in a movie since Aliens, aka my favorite movie of all time. What's up?
wait,
Oh God, she's showing me the trailer, y'all.
wait, this is an ad.
I noticed. Still better than the movie. We're not going to show this on there for copyright reasons, but look it up. The Mummy 2017. What the hell? Is this the Mummy or Resident Evil?
The Mummy.
No, I'm What the hell is this? It looks like a video game cinematic, yo.
It looks like a Sims 2 cutscene.
Yeah, lower it so we don't get flagged. Oh, this is just a scene. Wait, glass don't break like that. That just defies physics.
I remember the same thing.
Glass don't move forward when it breaks.
It just breaks.
It shatters and falls in the arc. It doesn't go jump.
And it usually falls downward. It doesn't go upward.
No. Okay. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not a fan. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of Tom Cruise to begin with. And I'm not just because I don't believe in Scientology, especially when I don't like anybody who beats you to death with whatever they believe.
And I'm not a huge fan of short people. I'm joking.
He's an inch taller than me, guys.
No, he's not.
He's 5'9".
No, he's not. He's 5'7".
Oh.
He's 5'6", actually.
Why did I think it was 5'9"? Look it up. We're going to settle a disagreement, guys.
No.
See, we're going to see
We
who's
had
right.
this conversation before, a couple of videos ago.
We did?
Yes.
Damn strokes. Damn memory.
He's 5'7", bruh.
No, I'm 5'7" and a half. I'm half an inch taller than Tom Cruise.
He's only an inch taller than me, and I'm a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah. I was 14 when I stopped growing. It's like,
At least I'm not going to shrink.
well, not yet. You will eventually.
No, I won't.
It happens to everybody.
Shut mouth!
Free shabakadoo. I'm just a piece of garbage. Alright, I'll leave you alone. She doesn't like me making Vine references.
Because you do them cringily, bruh.
I do it in a cringy manner.
Yeah.
Oh God, manner. See, you got me talking like I'm uneducated.
Because you are uneducated.
Saxophone, saxophone. Oh my God, you look like the world's most fucked up Jedi.
I thought you were about to say, you look like our Hungarian ancestors.
Or native Alaskan people.
I think that's one thing that we're not.
No, we got everything else in this.
Yeah, like Siberian and everything else.
Siberian? What's that? Girl, give me the nose. Give me the nose. Hey, Daddy got your nose, Marge.
Does you remember that one time
At
a person?
camp? What's up?
A person popped up like in our family tree that was like from Siberia and everything.
Damn. Our family tree's a forest, guys.
Yeah.
But we got to start wrapping up because I think it's like 11:30. But You know, I gotta ask you something, hon. What's your worst horror movie that you've seen?
I didn't like 13 Ghosts.
Oh my god, I forgot that was even a movie.
I don't know that movie.
No,
What?
no, I got one even better.
Oh,
Fear.com.
I thought you were going to say The Evil Bong.
Oh my god, that's
I
mine.
just realized you're wearing 2 shirts.
Yeah, I know. It's called being cold outside. But, wrap this up. Yeah, Evil Bong is the worst movie I've ever seen. Although with that title, you're automatically going to expect it's bad anyway. But the entire movie takes place in one room. No, I think you can see another room. And then when the bong sucks you in, because it's actually a demon in the shape of a bong. And she has like a face in the chamber. And she's like moving. Don't ask. Yeah, if you get swallowed up by the bong, you'll go to like an alternate evil dimension in a really bad bar, and these strippers strip for you, and then it turns out they're killers, and then they eat your soul or something. Then you die for real inside a bong.
Y'all are scaring me.
That's a bad one. What was the movie we saw with the rats, honey? It took place in New York City, and there was these rats all over this apartment complex.
Highway Ghetto?
And like, if you got bitten by the rats, you got infected. Not Quarantine, Jamie. That's a different movie. That's
I'm trying to remember what movie it is.
No. Something Street. Mulberry Street.
Mulberry Street, yeah.
Yes.
I remember that movie.
Yes. Because when I saw Quarantine, I realized, oh shit, Mulberry Street was just a ripoff of Quarantine.
We're up to 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. You know what's funny, guys? I'm not going to mention who this is because I work for them. But, and maybe it's more providers in this, but it's always funny when you're going through your cable stuff and you're going through the thousands of stuff that's available on demand free because this certain service rocks, is the best in the world. I'm biased. Can't help it. But anyway, so I'm going for these thousands and thousands and thousands available free on-demand movies available to all our subscribers. It's funny because with all those movies in there, there's going to be an oopsie. It's funny to see movies in the wrong genre.
For real.
The Simpsons movie was in the horror section. But the worst thing ever, and we're gonna start doing our wrap up because it's after 11:30. But the worst thing ever, gang, was on Netflix, and it'll have something like Supernatural. It's 11:34. That's my prediction. What time is it? And show it to the camera. Don't tell me what it is. Just show it to the camera. What time is it really?
11:31.
3 minutes off. Anyway, it was close though. Considering I don't watch, there's no clocks, no walls or anything, and you got my phone. That was a pretty good. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Mother shitter. What was I talking about? It was actually important. Somebody? Anybody? Bueller?
I'm trying to remember.
Bueller?
You were talking about like this rat movie or something.
Yeah, I just got through talking about the rats.
You were talking about your job.
You were talking about
movies that are out of place. Yeah, I saw the Simpsons movie in the horror section. Oh, Netflix, thank you. See, it just takes a little bit for these gears to start turning again. They're rusty as fuck, but they're turning. Netflix has different things, like I'll say, like psychological thrillers, stoner comedies, stoner comedies and stuff. The worst thing is that dark movies. And I'm thinking they're talking about movies like either like dark comedies, like Very Bad Things, or like movies that are like very bleak, like Flowers in the Attic or something like that. Hold on. But when I looked under it would say dark movies. Basically, they're movies with an all-black cast. I took a picture of it and I think I uploaded it to Facebook, and I realized I probably should have started sharing it a lot more because this could have went viral and got Netflix into a lot of trouble. But seriously, they're all movies with an all-black cast, and the thing said dark movies. I'm like looking at this, I'm like, holy shit nuggets, Batman. I'm like, honey, seriously? I should have done more than just share that on Facebook and say, what the fuck?
You should have tweeted it.
I didn't really use Twitter back then.
Oh.
Still don't. Just to promote us. And feartostop.bandcamp.com. Alright, now what were you going to say, Jane?
Another. Oh, wait. Sorry. Another bad horror movie is this movie called Honeymoon. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Yeah, give her the ending. This will be the wrap up.
This movie was good until the last 5 minutes. I love how my hands did it first. Thinking about it.
Yeah, that's how much you hate the movie.
Like, okay, the movie was good until like the last 5 minutes. It's like the ending ruined the whole movie for me.
It's like 40-year-old version did for me and your mom, the ending.
So you're going to need some like information, basically, a short summary of the movie, as you can call it. People just got married. This couple, they go to like this little cabin in the woods as their honeymoon. Why would you want to do
Because
that?
that could be romantic. I love cabins.
But like it wasn't a nice cabin. You know, it wasn't like by like mountains. No,
yeah,
it was
wasn't
a
like my great uncle Charlie's cabin or like.
It was like a cabin by like a lake. One of
I
those forests.
want a cabin by the lake.
I know, but it was a nasty lake.
Oh.
And it's like in the woods and everything.
It's kind of like if Tucker and Dale versus Evil was an actual horror movie, not a comedy.
Yeah.
Got you.
Or it's kind of like Little Red Riding Hood, like Little Red Riding Hood.
Like what you're wearing right now.
Ew, I felt my eyes like creep back in. Whatever. So they get married, they go to this cabin, whatever, and like this girl, like this thing's like happening to his wife, and it's not making sense. And then like all of a sudden she started like bleeding out her hoo-ha. But in my head I was like, because I was like 10, and I didn't know what periods were.
You did later that year? Oh, is it next year? No.
It was, yeah. But I like how you said that.
Me too. Now go ahead, hurry.
But shut mouth.
Yes, ma'am.
And she started like bleeding, and then like he starts like tripping out, which she can be on her period and didn't know. And then she's like went and like, I guess she like slept walk, and she like went in the middle of the forest, and then he was like, oh my god, where's my wife, where is she? And then he like went down all the way in the forest and like found her, and apparently she was like abducted by aliens or something.
Abducted? You said adopted.
Shut up.
Yes, quiet, you.
Spoiler alert. But I advise you not to watch this movie, so it doesn't really
Just
matter.
tell about the ending.
So it's her. How do I even explain this? They go to. He realizes that she's an alien somehow, and like he starts like trying to like fight her, but like she like overpowers him, and like she like she like knocks him out, you know, and she like my arm popped, and she like stop, shut, and she like puts him inside this boat, and they like start going down the lake and everything. And then her like skin is like really pale with like this bad like makeup effects. And then like she's like all veiny, and she's like, I'm gonna drown you or something. I can't remember what she says. It's been years. And then basically she drowns him. The main character she kills. And then I think like aliens come. I can't remember. But the main character of the movie dies. He dies. And the other main character, I think she dies too, but I'm not sure.
Like the original one died, and it's the alien at the end.
Yeah, and she.
Well, see, some movies can have bad endings. That movie sounds like it has a bad ending. Yeah. But on that note.
I'll mute it so we don't get copyrighted.
Yeah. Oh, it's time for you to get to bed anyway. It's like 11:45. No, 11:44.
11:46.
11:38.
Good God. It's time. All right, guys. Until then, we will see you. Maybe do a video tomorrow. We'll be too busy on Halloween, so this may be the last Spooktober. Until then, guys, good golf, good tennis, whatever makes you happy. Something Superman. Don't shoot Batman's parents in front of Spider-Man because Porky Pig will bitch you out. You can swim in the Red Sea. Don't drink from it. Oh God, that's foul. If you don't know that saying, guys, consider yourself lucky. Don't put a goldfish in a glass of vodka. Won't be good for the fish. If you're a vegetarian, good for you. If you're a vegan, you're a dumbass. We're watching this movie right now, and this dude's shirt is pissing me off because I got the exact same shirt except it's black instead of blue, and I know what's going to happen. That's a lot of build-up for the fact that he's going to die. You know that? It's like, it'd be better if at the very end it finds out that she's bad and then kills him. But it's like, that's a lot of setup. It's like, you got 30 minutes basically torturing his ass. It's like, it turns into Saw at the end. I'm kidding. Anyway, guys, if I don't talk at you, till then, or if y'all already done it by the time you watch this, have a very safe Halloween. Till next time, righteous. Peace.